Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. I realized that in the past few months I've been talking a lot on the channel, but I haven't been cooking a lot on the channel, and that needs to change. I also came to terms that if I don't do more casual, off-the-cuff videos and vlogs, then we're almost never going to upload. So I need to start doing more of these. I decided to go look into some trending recipes, and today we're going to try 3 of them. The idea came mainly because the third recipe, the last one I'm going to show today, I found it just before I was going grocery shopping one day, and I've literally had it about 20 times in the past couple of months. So my hope with these videos is to find a recipe that I can have about 20 times in the next couple of months. The reason why I'm all cozied up here is because it's literally freezing in the UK right now. So this is the chef's coat today. So the first recipe is going to be the most vanilla one. It's one that I found on TikTok and it's a breakfast idea. It seems very simple, very yummy. What intrigued me on this one was the use of a tortilla wrap for a sweet breakfast, because I've mainly only used them for savory recipes, but I'm not at all surprised if this is common and I'm just not in the loop. Right, so it doesn't seem like there's any proper measurements for this one. We're just kind of going to eyeball it. Cut it in half. And then they use this product, which I don't think I've ever seen on the supermarket, but it seems to be peanut butter mixed with chocolate. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to mix peanut butter with cocoa powder, and hopefully we'll get a similar result. Will this mix? Oh, great. Let's ignore the mess. Let's ignore the mess. It's not bad, but it's like not good. We're gonna add some golden syrup. See if it moistens up and if it sweetens it. My mental health this year has been a complete roller coaster. I've been to therapy. I think I'm doing better now. Basically, I have extreme anxiety. The purpose of like trying to do more casual videos is because I also get severe anxiety when I try to film, and I need to overcome that. So I'm hoping that if I can upload more videos, I can get more practice in being in front of the camera and get more comfortable, and also show a little bit more of my personality. Okay, I don't think this is going to get any better than what it is right now. It's not as runny as the original one. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the entire thing. So now we have to cut up a banana. She's looking a bit hurt, but she's okay. We still love her. There. Drizzle a little bit of honey. Chocolate chips. Some nuts. Now we need to tuck it in like a little samosa. There's a certain technique for this. I'm scared. There, okay. And then we have to... How did they do that? Wait, I need to rewatch the video. Okay, so what I did was completely wrong, so let's go back. I forgot how they did it again. Did they... I think that's it. Okay, like tucks in this part and then folds this part, and then we fold this part. Okay, I got it. Okay, and now we tuck in like almost like a beautiful envelope. There! Okay. So I'm going to make another one. What? What the hell is this? I don't know why that was so difficult for me. I'm normally pretty good at wrapping presents. Now we need to toast them to, I guess, melt the chocolate and make everything warm and gooey and yummy. And when I was saying before that I need to be more of myself and like show my personality in the videos, I didn't mean that I don't do that currently. I try. The thing is, if you go and watch my first videos on the channel, I literally look like I have a fork stuck up my wazoo. It's just that I get really anxious when filming, and I feel like I hold back. Like I don't show exactly my full personality like I would if we were in person. Hopefully I'll improve. Goals for 2023. I'm seeing smoke. All right, moment of truth. Hey, the second one definitely doesn't look as good, but you know, they're sisters, not twins. Okay, now we have both the slice test and the taste test. So I'm just going to slice and Voila. That doesn't look too bad. That looks kind of good. Looks like kind of like the one in the video. Now let's see how it tastes. It's like toasty on the outside, and I don't think I burned it too much, but it kind of tastes like burn. But then inside, it's like eating a Nutella crepe. I think that's the best approximation that I can give. So it's definitely good. I will give this a 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. Okay, time for the second recipe. I found this recipe and literally I watched it and my jaw was like the entire time I was watching it. It's so like you can, oh my god, I had to make it. This isn't a new recipe. Apparently it's a very popular stuffed flatbread recipe from South Asia, but it looks so good. I was looking at the video now and I realized they don't give you any measurements. So I tried researching a recipe, but it doesn't seem to be kind of adding up with what it's doing. I'll be kind of like half trusting the recipe measurements and half winging it. So we'll see how it goes. The weather's looking really weird today. Like everything is white. Like honestly, what the hell is this, man? This is what it's like to live in London. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is peel potatoes, and I'll be the first one to say it. I freaking hate peeling potatoes. I hate peeling them. I hate waiting for the potatoes to boil. I hate it. But I love potatoes. They're great. They're amazing. But I hate peeling potatoes and I hate boiling potatoes because it pisses me off. In the break between the last recipe and this one, I was kind of sitting on the sofa watching The Nanny. Why did no one tell me that it's such a great show, honestly? It's like comedy gold. And I miss the days when a TV show would be like a 20-minute episode. Like that's great. I can fit that into my schedule. Okay, so my little strategy normally is to cut the potatoes in as many small pieces as possible so that they cook faster. I just want to reduce the time I have to wait for the potatoes to boil. So if it's wrong, it's wrong. So what I do normally is I boil the water to cook the potatoes on the boiler, the kettle, because it heats up the water faster and you don't have to wait so much for it to boil. Okay, that wasn't smart. Okay, so that's now being done. I'm going to try and make the dough now. I'm following the measurements from the recipe. Hopefully it'll be okay. Some flour, some salt. There. 1/4 tablespoon of oil. We'll just wing it. That sounds okay. Oh, I was supposed to put a hole in the center for the salt and the oil. I hope that's not a problem. Water. It says water as required, but tells me to add half the water? How do I add half of as required? Makes no sense. Add salt, oil, and about half the water. How much water? Water as required. Little bit of water? I don't know if the technique is right. It was one of my goals for this year to go and take cooking classes, but it didn't happen. So I'm happily taking that goal into 2023. I hope that wasn't too much water. I'm not sure what the consistency is supposed to be.
Don't know.
That doesn't look right. Is it right? I'm taking off the rope. Getting serious now. Does that sound like a good technique? Still too sticky. The challenge is to not go too far, to know when to stop. I forgot to add salt to the potatoes. What the fuck?
Donuts!
This is too much pressure. I can't work under pressure. Actually, that dough does not look at all like the one he did in the video. Okay, we live and we learn. It looks okay now. It's like a soft little ball. I can pick it up. Okay, let's not drop it on the floor. Now he puts this in a bowl and covers it. Potatoes. Please be salty. Olive oil. If I want it to be like super extra, I would strain the mashed potato, make sure it's super fluffy, but I don't have time for that. That's a bit too salty now.
Donut.
Gosh, I love potatoes. There. Still feel like this isn't right, but okay, that's not too bad. All right. No! You can't get too cocky in this kitchen. You can't. It always comes to bite you in the ass. Why is this sticking to the boards? The disrespect is endless. Not touching it anymore. Not touching it. Some red pesto. Some would say I'm just brave cooking wearing white. I'd say I'm just stupid. I guess I'm supposed to maneuver this with my hands. There. I've washed my hands like 14 times during this recipe. And now we add cheese. The original recipe on TikTok is a vegan recipe. I don't have any vegan cheese. I'm going to do the non-vegan version of the recipe, but you know, you have the option to make it vegan if you want to. It's just using vegan cheese instead of normal cheese. I don't know how much cheese is necessary, but I say it's never enough. Now we're supposed to kind of like fold it. And this is the part I'm really scared of because my dough is freaking sticking to the board and I don't understand why, and it needs to stop, but I don't know what to do about it. Why is it sticking to the board? Stop sticking to the board. Because now I'm supposed to kind of like use the roller pin on this. I'm scared. I don't want to. It's going to stick more. I don't want to roller pin it. Oh my god. Okay, no, I need to put some flour on it. Okay, it'll be fine. It's just a flatbread. It's just a flatbread. Oh my god, there's a bubble there. Oh, okay. Nobody move. Now we have to kind of make a butter and herbs concoction. And I have to melt the butter first. I'm a bit scared because last time I did that, it exploded in my microwave. Let's hope it behaves this time. I'm so stressed right now. I don't know why I'm so stressed. Jesus. Oh no. Stop. What I do normally when I buy herbs or herbs, however you want to pronounce it, I buy the fresh packs and then I immediately put them in the freezer. If you buy the dried herbs, they don't taste like anything. The frozen ones, they keep all the flavor. And if you add it to a hot dish, they warm up. Yeah, and basically you buy it and it lasts a long time and it's always there. Mix it. I think he cut it more finely, but we're not here for the details, okay? Oh my god, this bubble is stressing me out. If you pop, you little shit. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it on the other side, but I'm so stressed out of this being stuck to the board that I don't even want to try. I'm so nervous. How do I peel this off the board? No! It should help. Don't freaking break. Don't you freaking dare breaking. Come on, baby. Come on. No. Where's the flour? Strategy will be I pick it up until I can and I chuck flour under it so it doesn't stick back onto the board, and hopefully I'll be able to take it off the freaking board for good. Oh Jesus, it's getting all over the stove. Oh my god. If my mom saw this, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's off. Oh, it's off. Oh gosh, okay. No, don't you quit on me now. Should I, like, face down? Oh, phew. We did it! My phone ran out of storage right when I flipped it, but look at that. It doesn't look bad. This is the moment of truth. All right. Look at that. The real test is seeing if it's gooey as the one in the video. It's crispy. We did something right, I think. Maybe I should have put more cheese. But it's not looking bad. Oh, there's something coming out. Just burned my hands, but that's fine. Taste test is the most important, I feel. Wow, it's damn good. The bread tastes bready. Then you get the taste of the mashed potato and the red pesto combined, which is really good. And I think maybe I should have put more cheese. That was my mistake. I'd say 9 out of 10. Actually, I'm going to knock it to an 8.5 because of the work and the mess and the number of times I had to wash my hands to make this. Okay, my camera died while I was doing my evaluation, which rude, but okay. So this is a lot of work, but it's really good. It is really good. And if you get your dough skills right, unlike me, and if you put more cheese in it, then it's a winner. Oh my god. It's snowing so much. I can't believe it's snowing. The robe goes right back on. Anyway, time for the last recipe of the day. This is the one that sparked the entire idea for this video. I've been having it every 2.5 business days, no lie. I've made this so many times. So my theory that I'm as addicted to this dish as someone would be addicted to crack cocaine basically is because we have 5 taste sensations in our taste buds, and you know how like fast food these days is made to have all of these sensations in the flavor, so that is really appealing and addictive. This recipe has probably all of them apart from the bitter. I taste this dish and my tongue goes like fireworks. The best part of it is that this recipe literally requires 1 bowl and boiling the ramen basically, so it's really easy. The recipe normally always starts with green onions. I'm intolerant to onions, as some of you know, so I can't have the white part. It's not good for me. So I have just the green bits, but I'll have the whole stalk of green onions. So because this is not my first rodeo making this recipe, as I've said, I've done it a million times in the past 2 months. I've also learned to make some adjustments to the recipe to my liking. One of the changes that I make is in the spice. This lady that shared this recipe, she is a spicy gal. At the beginning of the recipe, she asked for us to add gochujang, Korean chili flakes. I skipped that the first time around because I didn't have them and I thought a bit too spicy. And this was so spicy. So what I've learned to do for myself, for my not so spicy taste, is I normally double the recipe but keep the original gochujang amount but skip the spicy flakes. So basically the only spice I add in the recipe is the gochujang, but I kind of only add half of it. And the reason why I doubled the recipe is because I like my ramen to have a decent amount of sauce. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because I want to impress you guys, is I'm going to save a little bit of the green onions for the garnish at the end to make the dish pretty. So now garlic. It asks to heat up a few tablespoons of sesame oil, so I'm going to put that on the stove while I do this. I use my little egg frying pan, sesame seeds, and they say to pour the sesame oil once it's hot, which it feels like it is already, over this and let it sizzle. I'm not sure what it does, but that's what the recipe tells you to do. And then we mix all of this. Now it's the time when we start adding the soul of the dish. Gochujang. There. Then I'm gonna add peanut butter. I know. I also thought it might be a bit weird, but trust me, it really goes well together. And it adds some creaminess, and you just gotta try it. You know, not everyone has to like it, they just have to try it. Rice vinegar and soy sauce. You see, we're at the point where I'm buying a liter bottle of soy sauce because the small ones don't cut it anymore. Plus, buying the big bottle is actually cheaper than buying the small ones. If you go to an Asian shop, they sometimes cost the same as the small ones. A little bit of miso for that umami flavor. And then we add lemon juice or lime juice, so that's your sour. And then finally we add sugar, which is the sweet of the dish. I told you, it's got all of them. It's extremely addictive. Like I had this last weekend and I'm still excited to have it again today. It's incredible. Okay, now we have the magic potion almost done. I'm going to put my water boiling. Could have actually done this sooner. In the meantime, I'm going to mix this all together. I just realized on this one, I'm talking as if this is like the Jessie's cooking show on Food Network. I don't know if anyone realizes how many hours, days, weeks I watched of the Food Network while I was a teenager. Because I guess most teenagers, you'd ask them, oh, what you did over the weekend or over the summer. They'd be like, oh, I went on holidays with my parents, I went biking with my friends, and I'm there like, I watched Drivers Dive Into Dives with Guy Fieri. So this is more or less mixed. Now I'll just cook the noodles, which I could be doing while I was doing all of this, but I didn't want to feel the stress. Just realized my wok is in the fridge with some pasta in it, so I'll have to use a different pan and try to not overflow it with water boiling out of it everywhere. But anyway, this is the noodles I buy. They're not always like this brand. It's just whichever ones come in these packets, and they're soft. They're not dry noodles. I just buy these ones, and I try to buy ones that are not too thick but also not too thin, so kind of like medium noodles these are. I'm just going to use 3 packets. And I think these are just meant to cook for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, so I just leave them. So what I normally do, because it's what I have, I'll take like this espresso cup that I got from IKEA, and I just use this to take a little bit of the cooking water. And while the noodles are finishing to cook, I kind of add a little bit of the water to the sauce, and I whisk that in there. And so that's the sauce completed. Now I'm going to drain the noodles. And then it's showtime. I just drop all the sauce in there, kind of work my way around the noodles with the sauce. What you don't want is watery noodles. That's definitely big no-no. So I just keep stirring the noodles into the sauce until it's more like a thick, sticky sauce. You don't want them to be dry either, so it's a fine, delicate balance. I think this is the point where we want to be. It's ready! I sprinkled those green onions I left out before, sprinkled a few more sesame seeds to make the dish nice and pretty. Okay, and now the taste test. As if I don't know already that it's bloody delicious. Oh, you have to hear this. That's how it's supposed to sound. Bon appetit! Amazing. It's a very strong flavor, and there's been times where I didn't have garlic at home and I've made it without garlic. It's also good if you don't like it to be as strong. Oh my god. 11 out of 10, naturally. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really want to mix up these kind of videos because I want to show a little bit more of myself, and I want to put out more videos, which I can't do if I just do like the heavy research-based videos, which take me a long time to make. If you like this, if you got an idea for your next favorite meal, then we can continue to make them. There's nothing stopping us. So all you have to do if you would like to see more of these is you go on my Instagram and you send me a DM, and you send me TikToks or you send me Reels with recipes that you'd like me to try, and we can make it happen. It's a done deal. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time, I guess. Love you. Bye.